Good morning, students of grade 5. I hope you all will be fine. Today we are going to do English language class 5 book. Please take out textbook of English language. Today we are going to do Unit 2, Alice in Wonderland. Please take out book page number 21, Alice in Wonderland. We have some warm-up questions here. First, we will discuss the warm-up questions. Do you dream when asleep? What kind of dreams do you have? Funny, mysterious, or imaginary? Do you believe in dreams? Why? Why not? From the questions here, we can understand that this story is basically about a girl named Alice. Her name is Alice and she has a dream. She was in Wonderland, as we can see from the chapter name, Alice in Wonderland. So this story is about a girl named Alice. She was dreaming. She was somewhere in a wonderland. The questions here say, do you dream when asleep? So from here, students, you are asked that whether do you dream when you go to your sleep? You can ask these questions from your own selves. Do you dream when asleep? What kind of dreams do you have? Funny, mysterious, or imaginary? What kind of dreams do you have? You can ask this question from your own selves. What type of dreams do you dream about? Funny, are they funny? Are they mysterious? Or are they imaginary, about something imaginary? Do you believe in dreams? Do you think that dreams come true or dreams have some significance, importance in your life? Why, if you believe that dreams play an important role in your lives, why? Why do you think like that? Or if you don't think that dreams play any significant role in your life, or you do not believe in dreams, then why not? You can ask these questions from your own selves and you can give the answers. Now coming to the story, we will start the reading. Let's read. This story is adapted from the book Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Adapted means taken from. It is taken from the book Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. So here we can understand that the writer of this story is Lewis Carroll. Most of Alice's adventures in Wonderland were told to three little girls and later written for Alice Liddell on request. Here we can understand that most of Alice's adventures in Wonderland were told to three little girls. Who were the three little girls? Three little girls were a part of Lewis Carroll's writings. These girls included in Lewis Carroll's stories and later written for Alice Liddell on request. Now the question is, who is Alice Liddell? Alice Liddell was an acquaintance and photography subject of Lewis Carroll. So here we can understand that Alice Liddell was a reality character, and she was an acquaintance and photography subject of the writer of this story, Lewis Carroll. Coming to the reading, Down the Rabbit Hole. Alice was beginning to get tired sitting with her sister near the bank. She was quietly watching the river. Her sister was reading a book which had no pictures and conversations. Alice thought that it was very unusual. So here the story starts. Alice was getting tired. She was doing nothing, and she was just sitting with her sister near the bank of a river. Here from the picture we can see that this is her sister reading a book, and the book was of such type that it was having no pictures and no conversations at all. Well, wasn't it unusual? Unusual here means something not commonly done or occurring. Something that is not commonly done. So, we all know that a book always contains pictures and conversations. But here from the story we can understand that her sister was having a book which was not having any pictures and conversations at all. So it was very unusual, uncommon. And here from the picture we can understand that Alice is sleeping. She might be Alice. And Alice was the girl who thought that there are no pictures and conversations in the book, so it is very uncommon. It is something very unusual. Here we can understand that the beginning of the story gives us very interesting information. There is Alice. She is sitting with her sister near the bank of a river, as the picture says it all. Coming to the next paragraph, out of boredom, Alice thought of making daisy chains, but it was really hot. To her amazement, she saw a white rabbit with pink eyes pass by her. The rabbit was talking to himself. He said, "Oh dear, I am going to be late. The Duchess is going to kill me." He took out a small watch from his pocket to look at the time. Here in the second paragraph, we can understand that Alice wanted, as she was bored, so she wanted to make daisy chains. Now, what are daisy chains? Let me tell you, daisy chains is a string of daisies linked together to form a chain. We all know that daisy is the name of a flower. So here, daisy chains means a string of daisies linked together to form a chain. But it was really hot. It was hot. It was, from the story we can understand, it was summertime, so it was hot. So first she decided to make daisy chains, but as it was very hot outside, so she just left the idea of making daisy chains. To her amazement, to her surprise, amazement here means surprise. To her amazement, she saw a white rabbit with pink eyes pass by her. Now there is another thing that is unusual about this story. We always see rabbits with black or brown eyes or with green eyes. We never see rabbits with pink eyes. But in the story it is stated that she saw a rabbit with pink eyes that passed by her. The rabbit was talking to himself. Now, isn't it amazing? Unusual? It is also unusual because we know that rabbits do not talk. But here from the story it is suggested that the rabbit was talking to himself. He said, oh dear, I'm going to be late. The Duchess is going to kill me." He took out a small watch from his pocket to look at the time. So here we can understand that the rabbit was late. So he was looking again to his watch. He took out his small watch from his pocket and he was again and again looking at the time. And he was afraid that the Duchess will kill him. Now, who is a Duchess? Duchess is the wife of a duke. Duke is a high rank. Duke is a high rank official, and the Duchess is always the wife or widow of a duke. So the rabbit was afraid because he was late, so he understood that the Duchess is going to kill him. Here it does not mean that the Duchess in reality is going to kill the rabbit, but he was afraid that the Duchess is going to be very, very, very angry. Coming to the third paragraph, Alice followed the rabbit and ended up in a big rabbit hole. The hole was deep and Alice soon realized she was falling deep into the big hole. Down, down, down. Would she ever stop? Here we can understand that Alice, after seeing the rabbit, she just stood up and she followed the rabbit and ended up in a big rabbit hole. Here the picture suggests that there is a big hole. The rabbit is going down there. Alice is following him, and soon she realized that she was falling down. Down and down she was falling, and she asked herself, she was thinking that would she ever stop? She was trembling down, so she understood that it was a deep hole somewhere underground. Coming to the fourth paragraph, I must have fallen to the center of the earth, Alice thought. Suddenly, she landed with a thud on some dry leaves and sticks. Alice jumped to her feet and saw the rabbit hurrying down a tunnel. Here we can understand that Alice was thinking that she had fallen somewhere to the center of the earth. She was trembling down, so she thought that she had gone somewhere to the deep center of the earth. Suddenly, at once. Suddenly means at once. So she landed with a thud on some dry leaves and sticks. A thud means a dull, heavy sound such as that made by an object falling to the ground. Thud is always a sound, a heavy sound that is made by an object that falls to the ground. So here she landed with a thud, she landed with a dull, heavy sound on some dry leaves and sticks. There were some dry leaves and sticks. Alice jumped to her feet and saw the rabbit hurrying down a tunnel. She just stood up. Jumped to her feet means she stood up again and saw the rabbit hurrying down a tunnel. Hurrying means he was walking and he was walking with great pace. So he was hurrying down a tunnel. Soon Alice found herself standing in a long, low hall. There were many doors in the hall, but all were locked. In the corner, students, please turn your pages. In the corner of the hall, there was a little table with 3 legs. A small golden key was on the table. From this paragraph, we understand that Alice found herself standing in a long, low hall. After standing up to her feet and following the rabbit again to the tunnel, she soon landed somewhere in a long, low hall. It was a big hall. There were many doors in the hall. There were lots and lots of doors over there, but all were locked. To her surprise, all the doors were locked. Here from the picture we can see that in the corner of the hall there was a little table with 3 legs. We can see it over here. It is a long table with 3 legs, having 3 legs, and a small golden key was on the table. Here it is the key. It is the key over here. Students, I hope you have understood this lecture. And for today, I'm going to tell you to please read this at your homes. And tomorrow we will be doing the next story that is left. I hope you have understood it. Thank you.